Henson right here on the front row. I'm not sure who that is right there next to him. Oh, that's typical. And that is very typical of those two guys to be up there on that front row. Got Hollywood in third place. And Project 62 running fourth right here. All right, so we got Typical making that high side work early, getting a little bit off that wall. Oh, we got one down to the inside. That's going to be unfortunate for Typical there, as he was leading, getting loose off of there. So Henson takes the lead after seeing Typical get loose. There's Typical there working off the rear of Bad Martin. That means Hollywood has now shuffled back to fourth position. So now we've got Typical and Bad Martin racing each other. Bad Martin going to get off the wall and allow Typical to complete this slide job at Bristol. But that's going to set up Martin to have to race a little harder this time. Off the wall for 2 turns for the 4 car there. It's going to allow Typical to kind of race up in second all on his own and try to trim off a little bit of this 4-second lead. We're going to see Hollywood and Project 62 have a little bit of a race here. You can see Shepard trying to show up here into the show. I don't know exactly where he's running at the moment. Typical cutting back down to the original 4-second lead against Henson. As you can see, 16 trying to push his luck there against the 62. This is really good racing here for Ruthless, as no cautions, knock on wood, no commentator's curse, hopefully, so far into the race. So 16 not being able to get quite even with that 62, but he's trying. 62 doesn't want to give it up. I'm sure these cars are snapping loose off the turns. Oh, he got into him. 62 gets into the 16, runs him down in the middle and up into the wall. He'll lose at least one spot there. Henson's going to take stage number 1 here in that 41. Typical is going to be in second, finish around 4.5 seconds off the leader. Yep, and then third place was quite a bit behind there, behind Typical. Bad Martin in that 4. Anxious Yeti, I do believe, is going to finish 4th. Good top 5 there for Project 62. Shepard finishing 5th. Hollywood shuffled all the way back to 6th. And they're off. Good start for the 41 there. See if he can make that inside work. You know, the outside's been a little bit dominant there in the middle of the turns, as we see it right there this time, and he's going to pull away. But this is the entrance that kind of draws everything back even whenever they come back together down that way. Typical is going to have to be clean to try to get ahead of him, to block him, to get him on the same line. But it's not going to happen if he keeps driving that high side. He needs to stay about middle on him. He's got him this time. But that low side's really working for that 41 car. Not clean enough for the 3, as he's going to clean and be clear in that 41 for the lead. Project 62 running right there in 3rd. Let's get him out here on the board. He's going to be right here with a good view on these leaders battling. 41 has claimed the lead. 2nd place belonged to Typical for most of the evening, as he's worked back up through there. 4, Bad Martin's taking 3rd from Yeti. Now that 4 is not messing around, as he was 3rd at the end of stage number 1. Seems like everybody is right where they were, except for Hollywood and Shepard have switched positions. Oh, got the 19 up there grabbing some wall. Got a good parking lot back there in the back. All these guys trying to keep it straight amongst one another. We got a couple getting loose. They're racing door to door. We're going to catch these last laps of action from right here overhead for a few times as the threes got the lead on the high side. They're door to door. We got 7 remaining, 6 at the line. 41 on the inside, taking the lead just in small increments as they go around the concrete jungle of Bristol. Seems like Typical is constantly keeping the lead. Trav Nation about to make this very interesting. Goes down low just in time. Gets the 3, a little bit of advantage there, I do believe. But you can see the 41 just taking that lead just for a moment. Oh, you got the 3 and the 41 battling hard here. You got 5 to go. 5 to go in stage number 2. Got 3 up there on the high side, taking that lead just enough. Each corner, 4 to go. As we're going to have to go to the overhead view to make sure we get the winner on this one, as we're going to be 3 to go at the line. As I'm sure Typical has got him if he can just handle it up there on that wall. 41 seems like he's losing a little bit of his grip down there on the bottom. This is the farthest the lead has stretched out in some laps now. The 3 is looking to avoid the sweep from the 41. If he wins this stage, they will have split. 1 to go this time. The 3 has got him, I believe, as long as he just keeps it off the wall. 41 is going to try to switch back up to the high side, see what he can get out of that. It's not going to be good enough. I'm sorry, as this is the last lap in stage number 2 this time. And I believe Typical is going to get him. He's going to dive it in there one last time, and he just can't get it done. Typical in that 3, going to be your stage 2 winner from Bristol. 3 is going to get a good restart. 4 has a little bit of a lag. 62 not able to get off the gun. It's going to cause the 16 to back up into the 47 a little bit. Or 17, I'm sorry. Oh, 21 getting into the rear of the 16 there. Off the wall for the 62. See Bad Martin now working up to second. I believe this is his highest position of the day. We got some action right here for this lead, because now we got some lap cars getting up in here. It's going to cause a little bit of ruckus amongst these two guys. They're rubbing and banging on each other already, as they are nose to bumper. And the inside move by the 41. This is not what Typical has locked most of the race. Oh, a little loose from the 41. 3 is going to be able to clear him. Not sure if he backed out, if he saw something happening. I don't know, maybe he just did get loose. .26 laps remaining, and they did need fuel to make this. So Henson's going to pit the lap after he has lapped the entire field now. So we'll keep an eye on him as we'll watch this version. Hollywood racing real hard, trying to catch back up. Henson's going to come off. Everybody's starting to get their laps back now. As it's a very odd pit to have to take here, as a lot of contact. That would be unfortunate to have a caution come out this time, as that would trap a lot of the field in a very bad position. Henson's going to have to race through, possibly going to get the lead this time. That's going to spell disaster there. There's for Typical. Bad Martin actually in the lead, or coming to the lead. So Typical here. Typical was actually able to jump back out there with a 2-second lead. Oh my goodness. There is a 2-second lead there for Typical. Got the 62 and I believe that is the 41 way back there, and Coming at, oh, got one car way down to the inside. That's Henson. Not sure what happened. That's going to possibly bring out a caution. And that would be very interesting. So that is going to spell failure for this 41. That's going to end his day. As Henson, strong contender, done like that. As we'll see Typical come around for the final time. And he will be your winner from Bristol here in the Ruthless Racing Series on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. And that'll be Typical's, I believe, third race win of the year. And we want to congratulate him as he is the first 3-race winner in Ruthless Racing history. Bad Martin finished in second, Hollywood in third, Shepard in fourth, Thanks Shetty in fifth, rounding up your top 5.